So I'm sitting here on the road. I'm here with Jamal right here. And, we're going to be sitting here discussing some serious issues and topics regarding mass shootings, what goes in the minds of some of these young people, and what psychologically be starting them to want to go do those things. So, bro, let me ask you this, right? What you think goes to the minds of some of these young people that feel like they want to pick up an assault rifle and go shoot some stuff up?
Well, an assault rifle in particular, or, just shooting is shooting?
Assault rifles.
So, are we talking specifically why somebody would pick up an assault rifle and go, well, all right.
Because that seems to be the weapon of choice.
All right, so the young ones are all doing it to punish some group or the other, right?
Right.
To punish. The dipshit in El Paso wanted to punish Mexicans for the sin of being Mexican. Right? Because he felt he was defending something, and he's one of those white supremacist pieces of shit. The other kids that are shooting up schools and whatnot, they're punishing one demographic or another for something they feel slighted over. Right? So let's go and like the UC Santa Barbara kid a few years back in California had the handguns and went and shot up the school.
Right.
His whole thing was girls didn't want him. Right, here's the thing, right? He wasn't an unattractive young dude. He was not a bad-looking dude, right? But the whole thing, this whole thought process that women owed him sex by the sheer, because he's awesome or whatever his thought process was, that whole idea is on its own repulsive, right? So if you're carrying that with you as you interact with people and you're approaching women as though they owe you something by virtue of just you being a man, or you felt like you deserve a pretty girl because, I don't know, reasons, then that's automatically going to put most normal people off. They're not going to want to be part of something so disgusting. It's disgusting, right? So what happens is you go online, right? You go online, you find little Facebook groups or whatever, chat groups, and you get into a echo chamber where everyone's saying the same thing and everyone's validating everyone else's shitty opinions and shitty feelings. Right? Oh, you're right, these women suck and blah, 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 blah. And so if you immerse yourself in this, it's easy to start dehumanizing people and to start looking at them like they're targets or that they need to be punished, right? So, white supremacists, misogynists, none of these people exist on their own. They're all part of collectives, right? They're all on 4chan or 8chan or some Facebook group somewhere doing some dumb shit. They're all over the place because they need that external validation, right? They need that external validation, but that validation is what kind of it's what justifies in their mind what they're getting ready to do. Right? You have a few people that are just harbingers of chaos. They just want to do some dumb shit and get famous, right? But with the level of accessibility that's there, like so we had the conversation earlier today, right? You were surprised by how easy it was how cheap an AR platform weapon is, right? So you can get, I'm not going to say a decent, but you can get a functional AR weapon for like less than $500 ready to rock. Magazine, sights, the whole kit and caboodle. Is it going to be great? Not necessarily, but it's going to shoot, and nothing you're doing requires a great weapon. An AK-47, you can get for even cheaper. They make them all over Europe. They import them. The AK-47 is a cheaper weapon. You can get it for cheaper. The rounds are cheap. You buy them in bulk. I mean, the accessibility is there. It's not hard.
And see, the thing that most people are sitting here trying to figure out is, why is it that when something happens, this is the first thing that they want to do? They want to shoot up a school. They want to shoot up a church.
Like I said, they're punishing a group that they feel like has transgressed them. Or they're like Dylan Roof wanted to kick off the race war. Right? He hated black people. He was a fucking white supremacist. He decided that he was going to go to somewhere that was important, right? That particular church holds significance, right? He's going to go to that church. He's going to execute a bunch of people, make it as terrifying as possible to send a message so that maybe his other brothers in arms will take up arms against these uppity black folks, or that black folks will retaliate or something else. He wanted to push things. He wanted to push us into a full-on race war. And there's a lot of other folks like him. Right? But he went and actually took action. Now, like I said, he was in an echo chamber. He was surrounded by people. He was online, and everything he ingested, all the media that he ingested, simply.
We're gonna go to the golf. Go ahead.